Okay, Daniel, you can do this. It's only 9 months until the proper films with more on their mind than selling merchandise reminding us that dull, bloated, overfunded franchises exist. Oh, hello, Dunkers! Didn't realise my microphone was on, so let's get ready for the latest offering from the MCU, Captain Marvel, which I understand has gotten certain dark, grubby corners of the internet very upset, and who can blame them? I mean, Marvel has arguably created the greatest opportunity for storytelling in cinematic history at the end of Infinity War, and they do nothing with it. I mean, not to speak ill of the cancelled, but how cool would it have been to midway through any of the non-Iron Fist Netflix series for the snap to happen? Daredevil doing his thing and then boom! Everyone fades away and the rest of the series is him trying to work out what happened. Or would that be too similar to terrible Nicolas Cage Rapture movies?
Ain't nobody got time for that!
Oh, that's not what the dirty grubby corners are upset about? It's because she's a girl?
How pathetic.
Back to Captain Marvel, and we find that it's set in the 90s, which makes a nice change from the 80s, but doesn't really seem to do anything with it, aside from the whole Guardians of the Galaxy thing with the soundtrack. No Smells Like Teen Spirit, though? Bad Marvel! If ever a song needed to be in a non-Peter Pan film, it's that one.
Is this Canada?
Yeah, allegedly they were trying to pay homage to 90s movies, and first of all, why? 90s action movies were so upside down that Michael Bay films are good, and Nicolas Cage was taken seriously as an actor. Second, the 90s were the last gasp for practical special effects, and I didn't see hardly any. I think there was supposed to be a suspenseful chase the train car chase scene, but it was terrible. And the rest of the time it just looked like any other Marvel film. Too much CGI, too much quipping, Ronan is still the worst villain I've seen since... I don't know, and it has the usual problems that all prequels have. There's no suspense in any way, shape or form because we know who's going to survive and who won't, and I know damn well that the Earth will survive just fine, thank you. Speaking of the omnipresent and overwhelming CGI, D.H. Coulson and Fury look awesome. Captain Marvel veers between looking like a character from Injustice Gods Among Us to pretty real, and then almost back to the PS2 level of graphics. And I do want to say that I like the fact that Marvel starts off with all her powers, but with that good old standby of amnesia, which is a pretty cool twist on the standard formula. I like Brie Larson as well, and the human supporting cast are solid. I couldn't tell you the names of any new aliens to save my life, but that's just par for the course in a film that moves very quickly, but still needed another trip to the editing suite in my book. 20 minutes should do. Now, on to the big issue. Marvel is just too powerful. Marvel, the company, and Captain Marvel. I have no issues with a hero being in control of a situation, but there's being in control of a situation and just being so overpowered that I never believed the hero was in danger of so much as a split end. It's like the difference between Taken and Taken 3. In one, a hero is capable of failure and therefore we are invested in their quest. In the other, there's no danger and therefore no suspense. After a while, it just gets boring. Also, I have an issue with the cat. It was my wife's favourite thing in the movie, but could Marvel not have kept the damn thing under wraps? It would have been a cool surprise in the cinema. But around the time that Gwen Stefani's Just a Girl came on, I knew this film wasn't aimed at me. Based on the look on my wife's face, it wasn't for her either. So in the pub afterwards, we conducted a thought experiment. Would we rather our hypothetical 9-year-old daughter grow up idolising Captain Marvel or Wonder Woman? Assuming you hadn't distracted the wife for long enough, you can add Ripley and Sarah Connor to that list as well, but shh. And we both decided on Wonder Woman. Neither's a bad choice, but we just found that Wonder Woman was more believable, inspirational, relatable, and also had the better movie. Look, Captain Marvel is your bog standard Marvel film. It's released to keep the money coming in, as acts as a placeholder until the Deus Ex Machina, title character, can defeat Thanos in a few weeks. It has too much CGI, quipping, and an invulnerable hero, and a completely unthreatening villain. It has a few interesting twists, but I doubt it will be the game changer that people clearly want it to be. So what I'm saying is, it's if nothing else. If nothing else is on, yeah, check this out. Otherwise, just don't bother. And what film heroine would you like your hypothetical 9-year-old daughter to idolise? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel, it's been a dunking. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe.